seems too good and too simple to be true, but I've read the papers, I've spoken to the doctors, and we're doing it.
They're doing it all right. They have 2 little boys who need help, a lot of help. Tracy Madigan reports tonight these parents are ignoring the odds and paying no attention to the skeptics in their determination to get what their boys need.
Did you have a good sleep?
6:30 a.m. Michel and Matthew Nadeau have a lot to do before breakfast.
Good morning, Maddie.
The 3-year-old twins have cerebral palsy. It's left Michel a quadriplegic. He has virtually no control of his legs. A daily massage helps to loosen his muscles.
There, how's that? How's that?
Cerebral palsy has affected Matthew in a different way. He can walk short distances with the help of these leg braces.
Yeah, relax. Relax your leg. Let's stretch that tendon. Okay. Why do you need them? You tell me. Why do you need them?
He calls them his bionic legs.
Okay, you have to relax. Big breath. Let's try it one more time. There. Stretch. You have to let it go. Okay. That's fine. Too tight? Okay. Let's readjust it together then, okay?
Matthew also has a problem with his eyesight. A patch for 1 hour a day helps strengthen his weaker eye.
Okay, close. Good boy. Good job. That was easy this morning. Okay? What do you want for breakfast?
Michelle and Matthew were born prematurely, at 28 weeks. At some point, either during the pregnancy or at birth, there was a lack of oxygen to their brains. They were left with permanent damage.
Okay. Rinse. Hold the glass. Can you rinse?
When they were a year and a half, doctors diagnosed their cerebral palsy.
And we did find out that, that's what it was. That shattered our life pretty much. Pretty much. That's turned our life completely around. Completely around.
Matthew, do you want jam on your toast?
Yes.
But this is a family that doesn't give up. A resourceful family. The 3 older kids are always helping out. Parents Claudine and Jean-Pierre even invent equipment catering specifically to Michelle and Matthew's disabilities.
Push, that's good. Flat hands, flat hands.
They're trying to give the boys normal lives. They've even enrolled them in regular daycare.
Okay. I just do it. I don't think about it. There's not a lot of downtime, like to just sit and have a coffee or watch TV or sort of chat. I'm pretty busy.
The hope is one day the twins will be more independent. One day, despite the dire predictions for their future, they will run and play with other children. The boys' parents think they found a way to make that happen.
My philosophy is don't leave any stones unturned.
Yeah, exactly.
Somewhere out there, there is something.
That something is a hyperbaric chamber. Scuba divers usually use it to recompress after a deep dive. Here's how it works. This is a pressurized chamber filled with pure oxygen. That oxygen can make it into places in the body where it couldn't get to before. In the case of the twins, it may actually revive damaged cells. Claudine can't get the therapy for the boys here, but she's in touch with British researchers in oxygen treatment. They say it could help the twins. It's not a cure, but it could mean more mobility for the boys.
So holy moly, there's a chance that, there's a big chance that this will help these children and all that. And I said, hey, go for it. Go for it. And I know she can do it. As you can see, she can do it. She can do it. She doesn't take no for an answer.
Because we need lots of room.
Claudine did some fundraising, got enough money to take the children to England for a month of the therapy. They leave at the end of May.
I mean, the worst case scenario is we come back and nothing's changed. But had I not have tried, we would have never known. We would have never known what it could have done for them.
And when they get home, there is a chance they can continue the treatment. The hyperbaric technology does exist in Montreal, but there are no specialists here who know how to use it for cerebral palsy. But they're willing to learn. The boy's doctor says he wants to help.
It's the type of thing that, yeah, I would be interested in. We could work together to make a better use of the few equipments we have in Montreal.
And the company that makes hyperbaric chambers has also offered to help.
I took it upon myself to write to Mrs. Nadeau as a supplier of hyperbaric chambers to see if our company could assist in some way.
Good job. Left.
Continuing treatment in Montreal will save the Nadeaus time and money. And it's doing something else, creating a hope. Other parents are watching the Nadeaus closely, hoping this procedure will help their kids with cerebral palsy.
Yeah, we were very hopeful. It was the first time that we heard about something that could really help our child.
Push up. Oh, good job. Look at you. You're standing.
The Nadeaus continue their daily physical work with the boys, all the while imagining their dream coming true.
The top of Mount Everest and scream it to everybody. Look at my kid. Look what Michel can do. You know, he was in a wheelchair, and look at him now. He's walking.
It's a dream built from the ground up.
Good night. And you? Can I have a good night kiss?
A dream that's there because Michel and Matthew's parents had the guts to go for it. Tracy Madigan, CBC News, Montreal.
With some footnotes on that story, Tracy Madigan's in the newsroom now. Tracy, what is it about the oxygen treatment that has the Nadeaus so keen on it?
Well, Dennis, one of the people in England that the Nadeaus are in touch with is a woman who has a son who has cerebral palsy. Now, that is a teenager now, and thanks to years of hyperbaric treatment, he actually rides a bike and is quite mobile. And so, although several studies have been done and only some of them offer positive results, the Nadeaus are quite well aware that this therapy is still in its experimental stage.
Now, what are the dangers that there could be some negative side effects of this treatment?
There are no known negative effects just yet, but the only thing that could happen is that the oxygen could simply not restore the damaged brain cells.
Now, in this day and age of budget cuts to the health system, what would something like this hyperbaric oxygen treatment for these boys, what would it cost?
Well, in England, thanks to something called the Hyperbaric Oxygen Trust, the cost is the equivalent of about $35 a session. Now, here in Montreal, at, say, McGill University as an example, the cost would be $400 a session. So obviously, the Nadeaus have their work cut out for them if they want to continue that treatment here in Montreal.
All right, thanks.